Need to take control in the fourth quarter personally?
Honestly, I think for me, just continue to be aggressive. I didn't really there's times where you feel like, all right, like let's get going, but you're trying to make plays. They were hitting shots, we were missing a few, so just trying to get to the rim, get fouled, and then shots start to fall, and then once that happens, just keep going.
Donovan, obviously you weren't matched up a lot against Trae tonight, but what's it like going into battle against a guy like that?
Man, that's my guy, man. He's a guy who obviously we've worked out together a bunch over the summer, and we've known each other very well. He's a guy you just can't predict. He's always doing different things and making it tough for us to guard him, making us tough to game plan against him. He's a hell of a player. I think potentially an all-star if he keeps hooping the way he is. Obviously it's tough, with the record they have, but he's a guy who. Every time I come in, we love to compete against each other and go back and forth, and it's kind of personal, just kind of like, trying to go back and forth with each other. I've never won here. He's let me know that. So, being able to come in and get a win. But it's always great to go against a guy like him and, be able to play.
What makes it difficult to play against the Hawks? They're 6-22,
Yeah.
like 6-23,
They love
but
to compete. It's easy to kind of just, throw it away. But, Coach Pierce, who I've worked with Team USA, always gets them ready to go, fired up, and it shows. They came out aggressive, ready to attack, and just continuing to play and play free. They see it, they have fun. It's not like their record doesn't reflect their attitude when they come in, and I think that's one thing I really respect.
What did you guys see down the stretch that enabled you to string together a few stops and a few baskets?
The biggest thing, as long as we got stops, they took what's his name, Alex Len out. I think for me, I saw just being able to get to the rim, just trying to find ways to get downhill. And then once you make a few, you start to feel a little more confident. We kept getting stops. Royce made some huge plays, even off, I think, 2 of my turnovers. Rudy, obviously, we know what he does. And, so for us just to continue to move the ball in offense and get the shots we want.
You made some adjustments in the first, because in the first half, they outplayed you guys, and then you came back in the second half and were able to kind of turn the tide. What did you guys do to kind of make that adjustment?
I think we just picked up our intensity on defense. I think we just made it tougher on them for every possession. I think there were a few times where they felt comfortable. Even though they kept it close, they were hitting shots and whatnot. We were still being able to be the aggression. That's what we really need to continue doing.
Given the way that they were kind of pressuring you guys on the perimeter, and then the stretches they had where Jabari did the 5, was there a conscious decision to kind of attack the basket?
Yeah, just get to the rim. They did a good job of keeping us out of our stuff really in the first half. The second half, it's tough to keep up that aggression, for the whole game. So we understood that and kind of just continue to stay with it and wear them down a little bit.
When you look at the way you guys played, and in the last few games, you've been able to come back and kind of hold teams off. Is this?
Can't keep doing it.
No, I'm with you. But
Can't keep doing it.
Is this a kind of character building for you?
Yeah, for sure. I think it shapes and we show what we are made of, especially late. We show who's going to step up. Who's going on both ends, offensively and defensively. But like I said, I think after Orlando, we can't keep getting to this spot. We got to be able to. I think we got out to a 6-point lead or whatever, 7-point lead, and then we let them right back in it. That can't happen. We got to continue to find ways to step on the floor and keep going.
Last thing, what do you want to about Rudy's defense? Because he made some crazy plays at the end to keep.
2-time defensive player of the year. Not much else to say about that. Should be 3-time. Will be 3-time. That's what he does. When Hunter went to the basket, I think all of us just went to go get the rebound because we no disrespect to him or anybody, but that's defensive player of the year. So that's what he does.
When you took over the game in the fourth quarter, when do you make that decision to take control of the game yourself?
I think, like I said, when Alex Lang came out the game, just made it a point to attack, and then you see one go in and kind of get to the 5-minute area, and that's when you're kind of like, all right, you got to start being a little more aggressive. And like I said, shots started falling, and after that, it's just a ripple effect.
Donovan, you mentioned your relationship with Trae. Were you able to catch that ESPN interview he did where he said he was annoyed by the comparisons between he and Luka after the draft?
Yeah, I can imagine. I think you want to be your own person. I think he's a guy who's different than Luka. Luka's great in his own right, but Trae's unique. Obviously, they haven't had a winning season, but he's a guy who puts the work in. He has guys around him that want to work. This team wants to work, and they'll be good. Like I said, look at tonight. The attitude that they came out with. He's that leader. He's the guy that's going to go out there. And I told him after the game, just continue to stay with it. It's going to be a long process. It's going to be a process, but if you stay with it and continuing to build, and it's easy we live in a world now where everybody has to be compared to somebody. You can't just be your own person. And for him, that's just let people talk. Let you guys do your job. That's just your job. Let them do it. Let you guys do it. But for him, just continue to be his own person. I think that's what's going to help him become really successful.
Thanks, guys.
Hey NBA fans, Kelly McGill here. If you like that last video from Fanatics View on YouTube, Be sure to subscribe down below for exclusive NBA content.